So, not a lot of people were talking about this at the time that I started to voice my experiences about being beautiful and how the world responds to people, especially when they're beautiful on the inside and the outside. Because I know a few people that are just like me, and they're some of the most generous, kind hearted people that you'll ever meet, but they are just as beautiful on the outside. And it's just hard to believe for some people, especially if that's, not you, if you're different. But people like us are treated like absolute trash. Like it's the same thing that men do to women. Okay? People assume that because you're beautiful, and there's different levels, like there's people that are pretty and they might get favoritism, but then there's people that are like beyond gorgeous, beyond belief, and it's because of the beauty on the inside, and they get treated like absolute shit because of how beautiful they are. And people just assume that they get favoritism from everyone, and they assume that you have an ego problem because of how beautiful you are. So they want to like tear you down, make sure that you don't feel like you're anything, like you're worth anything, and they want to make you feel ugly because honestly, they are. They know that they are on the inside, and they want to make you feel like that too. But we can go like our whole lives thinking this. I was like 26 when I had an experience and I saw myself in the mirror, like really saw myself for the first time. And that's when I started realizing all the lies that people had taught me that I believed. And this is when I was also seeing my friend's reflection in the mirror side by side together, and I saw how beautiful she is, and seeing myself too. I'm like, wow, we're both very beautiful, like model type of beauty. But not just that, we're model people, like people to model your own behavior after. Like we're here for a huge mission. It's not just to look beautiful. It's because we're beautiful people. We've done so much service, and that is a real model to emulate your actions after. All these people that you see, like in media, that you see as models, like role models, they are not people that we should all be following, because they're not doing what a real leader and a role model should be doing to help the world. Those are the only real leaders. The people that serve people are the real leaders, okay? Not people that want to ask you for money and then they'll do it. The real leaders do it without being paid. I'm not saying that those real leaders don't deserve their energy compensated, because they do. They need to be given their energy back, because that is how they're going to be able to do even more. But you don't be giving it to people because they want it. They want power, and then they're going to help people. No, that's not what a real leader does. So I just wanted to put my experience out there of what my life has been like that. I've been treated by pretty much everyone I know like I was dumb, overweight, and ugly. So, obviously you can see that I'm not any of those things. But if you hear it from every single person around you, you do start to believe it. And I know my haircut's, like a little bit tomboy, but like that stuff shouldn't stop you from like seeing what I'm saying right now. You know, I'm autistic. My hair is always going to be a little bit silly, but that should not stop you from seeing the full truth of what I'm saying. Okay? they've tried to tell women that they're overweight for being 130 pounds. That is consistently what my weight's been since I was 18 years old. 16 maybe. And I'm 5'2", 5'3". That's really normal for my specific body type. That's another thing that people don't talk about, but I took a health class in college to learn this shit. I did a test and my teacher said, you're kappa body type. She said, you're probably not going to be able to lose any more weight. And I'd been through every single eating disorder that you could possibly imagine. Chew and spit, anorexia, bulimia. I would even stack eating disorders on top of each other. Took diet pills. I was doing the laxative type of bulimia because I couldn't make myself throw up. But there's, a lot of different ones I didn't even know were eating disorders. And when I took that health class and I learned about it, I was like, wow, that's crazy. So, what I'm trying to say is that's just a way they try to control women. Because, like, with kappa body types, we're the hunters, we're the warriors, and, like, we're usually best on, like, a keto diet. Although I have to say, I gained the most muscle when I was vegan, and that's the Spartan diet. So, I have a health condition now where I have to eat meat, and I do really mean that. I know a lot of vegans are gonna be like, oh, but I'm telling you, like, this shit is so complicated. Like, I can't have grains because there's sugar in it. You're just gonna have to trust me on this. I have tried every single thing. I'm eating so perfectly, like most people would not want to be alive just from eating how I eat. I don't want to eat meat. I was the happiest when I was vegan. But, for the rare, like 1% in the world, this, might be the only way that we can recover from a very serious illness that has me bedridden. I can't have any sugar, can't have any fruits. A lot of vegetables I can't have because of the sugar that's in them. And then grains as well because of the small amount of sugar in it. So, like, it's too complicated. Don't get mad at the few people that, like, like me, we have to. I'm not saying that everyone should eat like that, but there's some of us that, it's a necessary evil. So I've kind of learned, like, there's a balance in life with that stuff. But I will say this, that if I was, like, fully healthy and I would go back to being vegan because it made my body, like, the healthiest. Like, I was gaining muscle without even trying. And it's because the food can be delivered faster. The other thing of what I deal with is you can't digest beans. And so you know how you have to have a full complete grain, like brown rice with combined with beans in the day, and that creates your full and complete protein. Both of those things are stuff that my body has issues with. Okay, so I think there's other ways that you can be keto too. Like, nuts are a form of protein. So I'm just saying, like, everyone's gonna be different, but the vegan diet is the Spartan diet. Like, you'll gain a lot more muscle if you're eating like that. So really, I am kind of promoting that, even though I myself can't eat like that right now. And I don't know if I ever will again. I don't know if this is gonna, take my life, what I'm dealing with right now with my health. But I'm hopeful that my body can heal and that I'll keep finding more and more answers that help me, So I just wanted to share my story with everyone, so other girls can feel like they can share theirs. Because, like, now, like, just barely I'm starting to see people talk about this thing that I was talking about, like, years ago. But it was just, like, so new. Like, people didn't know what I was saying, But I think they will now.